In this matchup, I'm pretty sure it's very important for either player to win their match, given they both have strategies which require them to go first. Fox rolls a 6, and Callus rolls a 3, I believe. Looks like, no, Callus won the die roll. Callus will start with the fusion deployment, revealing the Grand Guignol. Yep, so reveal one fusion monster in your extra deck and special summon one from your hand, one of the fusion materials listed, so that will be the Cartesia. It's met with the Infinite Impermanence. Callus sets one card and passes his turn. Looks like Fox will start his turn with the normal summon of a Snake Eye Ash, a very powerful opening play, as we've seen all weekend. It will resolve to add, I believe, the Snake Eye Poplar to the hand. These players no longer have then, I believe that's a Kurikara. But these players do not have any nerve at all now that they've both locked in for the World Championship. But they still want to take home the title of the Oceanic Champion as well. Fox proceeds with the Bonfire, adding the Snake Eye Poplar and special summoning it. Whereas Callus will use the effect of Grand Guignol. Grand Guignol having the effect where when it's fusion, someone can send a level 6 or higher light or dark monster from the deck to the graveyard. Fox will proceed with his plays here. So Poplar will add the Divine Temple. Fox adds the Divine Temple of the Snake Eye. And he'll use it to place this Snake Eye Bellstar from the deck to the Spell Trap Zone. Fox now just taking a look at what his options are. Look at this back and forth interaction here. Fox is playing a variant of the Snake Eye, which aims to summon out the Blaze Phoenix, the Bombardment Dragon, using the Proxy F Magician, and then summon that multiple times to deal a lot of damage to his opponent. But we can see that Callus has a lot of plays on his own. Now he summons out a Titanic Lad. Titanic Lad, the Ash Dragon, after its fusion summon for the rest of the turn, it's unaffected by activated effects of any other monster special summon from the extra deck, and during the end phase, if it was sent there, you can add to your hand or special summon Dogmatica, or Fallen or Balbaz from the deck. So Fox just having to read through them. Fox does discard a Jet Synchron special summon Dia Bellstar. Callus at this point decides to flip up his Forbidden Droplet, which allows him to send cards from the field or his hand, and for each card he sends, he can negate the effect of one monster and half its attack and defense. Yep, Fox proceeds using the Poplar and the Diabell Star to link summon a Dark the Dark Charmer, Gloom, whereas Callus will respond with a Bestial Saronir. Banishing the monster that Fox is choosing to summon back to the dark. Yep, Fox then proceeds to summon back the Jet Synchron, sending the top card from his deck to the graveyard, and will use Jet Synchron and the Dark to link summon the Promethean Princess, Bestower of Flames. In fact, to special summon a fire monster from the graveyard, being the Flamebird, and Flamebird pushing the Despian Quaratus, I believe that is its name, to the spell and trap. Then link summoning Salamangreat, Raging Phoenix, and using the Flame Burst to special summon back the Ash and the Poplar from the graveyard. And then using the Raging Phoenix to summon a World Sea Dragon Zealantis, and then using its effect to reset the field, setting the monster and setting the Saronir, and using the Promethean Princess, and then also summoning back the Rage Phoenix, winning game one really quickly. Although that's not the FTK in his deck, he was able to cleanly win this game on his first turn. Going into their side decks, it looks like Fox has Foregoing Second evenly matches Forbidden Droplets, Lightning Storm, Harpy Featherduster, potential Drawn Lockbird, Call by the Grave. Whereas Branded, we've seen earlier, going first, he's able to play cards like... actually, his deck is generally geared to go first. He might play the Triple Tactics Talent in, so that when, or if his cards like Branded Fusion get interrupted by like an Ash Blossom, he's able to extend his plays further by drawing 2 cards, or potentially taking a look at Fox's hand and removing any other cards that will stop him from progressing his plays. A very quick game one with just under 10 minutes. After this match, we might ask Fox to show us the combo line that allows him to perform his combo. So we can see that Callus was not able to utilize the effect of the Gimmick Puppet Nightmare that game despite going first, which is very unfortunate. Fox, great viewmanship. He's showing us what he's siding in and siding out. Again, both players have shown how expert they are with the decks, making it all the way to the finals and qualifying for the World Championship. This game is a lot more relaxed for both of them. They've achieved their goals. Alright, Carlos is done siding up. Alright. Looks like we'll be heading into game two. I'm most certain that Callus will choose to go first. We do see that triple tactics talent in Kalus's deck, as we mentioned before. He starts with the Alubar to be able to search a branded fusion. It's met with an infinite impermanence, which, as it's not a monster, it won't allow triple tactics talent to be activated, but the Ash Blossom on the branded fusion is a monster effect, so Kalus is going to be able to activate the triple tactics talent this turn. Which he chooses to use. I believe he's just indicated he wants to draw 2 cards, which he does. He draws 2 spells, one being a Forbidden Droplets, from what I can see. Chooses the Fusion Deployment, revealing the Gangreno, so to be able to search out the Blazing Cartesia. So Blazing Cartesia, the Virtuous. If you control a Fallen of Albaz what's in your graveyard, you can special summon from your hand during the main phase as a quick effect. You can fusion a level 8 or higher fusion monster from your extra deck, using monsters from your hand or field as material. And during the end phase, if a fusion monster was sent to the graveyard, you can add this card back from the graveyard to the hand. So Kalus will be using that effect to fusion summon the Gangreno, which is able to send a level 6 or higher light or dark monster, but Fox has the Ghost Mono. Fox opening a hand with 3 points of interaction. Kalus is forced to set 2 cards, and will pass turn to Fox. Fox will begin by reading the Gangreno. Having a good think about his turn while he shuffles his opponent's deck. And again, we see a normal summon of a Snake Eye Ash. And it looks like the Snake Eye Ash will resolve. Go for Poplar, or last game he did show us the Kurikara. That's also available option, which he goes for again. Kurikara being an effect where you can use it to clear off monsters which have used their effects. He has 1/1 discarding the effect veil. It looks like Fox opened 4 copies of interaction as well as a Snake Eye Ash, or he drew 1 at one point. And Kalus is now using the Gangreno to banish it from the field or graveyard and special one Dogmatic card from the deck, or 1 Despia monster from the extra deck. Fox using the Ash and the Poplar. Oh no, he reconsiders his options here. Summons a relinquished Anima using the Poplar, and he'll use the Poplar's effect to place the Ghost, the Ash Blossom in the spell zone. Uses the Dark Charmer. Again, the Dark is met with a Saronir, so he will just banish whatever the Dark summoning, so the Alubar. So it looks like Fox decides he will not be playing this game. He'll be going into a game 3. So going first into game 3, Fox has the option of utilizing the Blaze Phoenix. I'm sure he would love to be able to show that off. Otherwise, he still has his skill drains, even though we saw Carlos expertly navigate around that last round. Whereas again, Calist has the evenly matches, the triple tactics talent, lightning storms, Harpy's Feather Duster. Harpy's Feather Dust being an option to be able to stop cards like Skill Drain and potential anti-spell fragrances coming from the opponent's side. So we are now going into the last game of the Oceanic World Championship Qualifiers 2024. It's 28 minutes on the clock, plenty of time. Alright, we see them, they've done siding, they're shuffling up, going into the game. It's been a really cool weekend. Thank you all for tuning in as well. I'm sure the players have loved all the support you've given them. I know there's been a lot of people from Australia who weren't able to attend and wanted to, and they've been able to cheer on their friends. I'm sure a lot of people wanted to be here as well. The weekend has been great. Good vibes all around. I've seen a lot of clean play. I've seen everyone just be very nice to each other, and I think above all else, that is the most important thing, especially in a smaller community like Oceania, where you're likely to be interacting with the same group of people across several events. So be nice to each other, play fair, and that's what we all want to see. All right, very courteous handshake going into the last game of the weekend. See, one Infinite Impermanence in Calist's hand. I believe that is the only form of interaction he plays when he is going second. Aside from cards like Mercuria, which don't work, or the branded monsters. Fox uses Raid Swap, searches the Unicorn, which you'll immediately special summon using his effect to add. It will be adding the Kashtira Birth, which is the only valid target he plays. Kashtira Birth being a very powerful card, allowing him to constantly, every turn, special summon a Kashtira monster from the graveyard or banished. And I believe that's a normal summon of a Poplar. Callis really thinking about his one point of interaction here. He allows it to go through. Yeah, he searches the original Sinful Spoils, sending the Wraith Salt that he no longer needs to be able to special summon one level 1 fire monster from his deck. That will be the Snake Eye Ash, and he will attempt to use its effect, I believe. Searches another copy of Poplar, which special summons itself. At this point, I'm not sure if just the one point of interaction being that infinite impermanence is going to be enough. Fox having a good think about it. 24 minutes on the clock, plenty of time. So Kashtira, Unicorn, and Poplar here being used to make the IP Masquerena. Poplar then placing itself in the spell and trap zone. Before promptly being sent to the graveyard with Snake Eye Ash to special summon a Snake Eye Flamberge. And IP and Flamberge being used immediately. For Promethean Princess Bestow of Flames, and the Promethean Princess will summon back the Flamberge, while the Flamberge will summon back the Poplar and the Snake Eye Ash before placing IP Masquerade in the spell or trap. Yep. So the Poplar and the Promethean Princess are being now used. To make Heater. Using 4 monsters to summon, I believe it will be the Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess. Now he will be able to protect himself from monster interactions. Using the Kashtira Birth to summon back the Kashtira Unicorn. Unbeknownst to him, Catalyst's point of interaction is not a monster effect, but he will set 2 and pass. He does not opt to progress any further, so this will be line. It's a reasonably standard Snake Eye line we've seen throughout the months. Now Catalyst is likely held the Infinite Impermanence for a while to stop the FTK, the first turn win, but was not able to. Looks like he has an Albion in his hand. His turn might involve starting with the Infinite Impermanence to stop the Appaloosa, but he will instead commence with Albion the Shroud Dragon, sending a Fall under the Albaz. So you send that, and then you can special summon the card. Sorry. Because the Fallen Albaz was sent from the deck, it will be able to place this card to the bottom of the deck and then draw 1 card. Go for a shuffle before he does that. Alice now re-evaluating his situation with that new card in his hand. I think his line will still commence with Infinite Impermanence on the IP Masquerena. Yep, that looks like what happens. He activates a fusion deployment, revealing the Grand Guignol that we've seen several times to be able to special summon the Blazing Cartesia from the deck. A normal summon of Alabar to be able to search a Branded Fusion. Gets met with an Infinite Impermanence. And then Infinite Impermanence on the Blazing Cartesia as well. whereas Callus will chain the branded in red. And then in response, Fox will use the Snake Eye Flamebird. Yep, now resolving the chain links, the Flamebird resolves, special summoning the IP Masquerena. Yep. So the branded in red resolves, adding Falling of Albaz back. Summoning a Lubalian. Infinite Impermanence will negate the Blazing Cartesia. Yep, and the other Infinite Impermanence will resolve without effect. And we see a branded fusion being added. And a branded retribution getting sent to the graveyard. So branded retribution has enough graveyard effect. You can banish from the graveyard, then target one branded spell or trap in the graveyard, except branded retribution, and add it to your hand. So in this open game state, Fox is able to decide what he wants to do at this point. In response to Rebellion, the summon, he makes the SP Little Knight. Also, the Unicorn activating in response to look through your opponent's extra deck and being able to banish. Fox having a really good think about what to banish. And looks like he's thinking on the Mirror Jade. So the Balian will resolve with itself and Cartesia. Summon another Mirror Jade. And now in the new set of chains, SP Little Knight will attempt to banish the Mirror Jade, while Fox will try to use the Flamebird Dragon to special summon 2 monsters from the graveyard. In response, Callus will use Mirror Jade's effect, sending a Titanic Lad to banish. Oh, shoot, maybe Albion instead? Sending Albion to banish, I believe. It was... Yep, so banishes the Appaloosa. And the SP Little Knight will banish itself, and the Kashtira Unicorn to dodge the effect of Mirror Jade, the Ice Jade Dragon. Yep, with the Poplar and the Ash, Fox will be able to add Oak and Divine Temple from his deck to his hand. Now Fox Now Callus will activate Branded Fusion, which appears it will resolve. And we can see here that Callus is in full control of the game. He potentially lock out the game now, or if not, he will be able to go into that puppet lock with the Gimmick Puppet Nightmare. Yeah, we can see the Lebellion getting sent. The summon of a Titanic Lad. And then Callus will tribute the Titanic Lad to special summon back the Lebellion, and the Titanic Lad does have an end phase effect to special summon or add. The Lebellion now being able to place the Branded Lost from the deck to the Spell and Trap Zone. Do note that Fox has a Promethean Princess in his graveyard that he can choose to special summon when he needs to come back. Looks like the attack over the Snake Eye Poplar. And the Snake Eye Poplar will put the Flambeau Dragon in the Spell and Trap Zone. And the Cartesia will attack over the Snake Eye Ash. Callus just taking a look through his graveyard to weigh his options. Not sure Fox remembers that he does have the option to summon back the Promethean Princess at any point there was a special summon. Maybe he's holding off until the latest possible point that he could. It's like we're heading to the end phase, and Callus is resolving the effect of the Branded Fusion monsters. Oh, sorry, that looks... yeah. That was the end phase effect of the Albion. I believe that surged to Branded in High Spirits. And Fox will, during the end phase, Fox's SP Little Knight and his Cashier Unicorn will return to the field. So there's definitely a lot of back and forth gameplay in this match, so that's always good to see. And in end phase, more effects are happening. The Titanic Lad summoning the Blazing Cartesia and using the... summoning the Fallen Valvez and using the Branded and High Spirits. And Callus is able to use... so discard the Branded and High Spirits with the Fallen Valvez to use the SP Little Knight to summon Lebellion. And adds a Mercury to the hand. I believe this is the effect of Cashier Birth. So if your opponent activates a spell card or effect and you control a Cashier monster, you can target 3 cards in your opponent's graveyard, banish them face down, which is very crippling to this Branded strategy. A quick cut and shuffle. Just under 10 minutes left on the clock. Draws for turn. Fox just going through his extensive graveyard. Starting off with the Divine Temple of the Snake Eye. Placing a Snake Eye's Dear Bellstar from the deck to the spell and trap zone. So Callus is really thinking about what he wants to do in this position. So we are getting a few questions about the Mirror Jade. The Mirror Jade, being a mandatory effect, does activate first, destroying everything when there was nothing on the field before SP Little Knight returned to the field. Yep, we see Grand Guignol getting summoned from the effect of Blazing Cartesia. Right, looks like they are making decisions in an open game state. With the Grand Guignol sending the Albion. And then that triggers Fox's Cashier Unicorn, so now you can look at the extra deck and banish more cards face down, this time choosing the Guardian Chimera. And this has all been at the start of the turn, so we haven't actually had actual gameplay during the turn yet. We are going down to just over 6 minutes left on the clock. But it is a reasonably complex game state. Here we see the normal summon of a Snake Eye Oak, and on summon with special summon back the Snake Eye Ash. Snake Eye Ash will activate. We've seen before that Fox plays the Kurikara to be able to search if he wishes to. Here's Snake Eye Ash tributing the Snake Eye Flameburst Dragon. Special summoning another copy of it, and you'll be able to activate the effect of the Flame Burst that was just sent to the graveyard. In response, Callus will use the effect of Grand Guignol to be able to banish it to special summon Dogmatica or Despia monster from the extra deck. Dogmatica monster from the deck or Despia monster from the extra deck. And he chooses some of the Quaratus. And then Fox will now trigger the effect of his Promethean Princess to be able to special summon itself, destroying Lubellion and Snake Eye Ash. And Fox will use Flame Burst to push the Despian Quiritus into the spell or trap. Fox is just going to look through all the graveyard to make sure that he's not missing anything, because he does have an opportunity to push for a lot of damage, but he just wants to be on top of everything. Yep, the Promethean Princess and Poplar will make the Salamangreat Raging Phoenix. The Poplar placing the Flamebear's Dragon back into Spell or Trap Zone. Fox still has a Snake Idea of Veilstar, which has not used its effect yet to be able to special summon itself. Fox just thinking right now if he wants to use the Raging Phoenix to summon a World Sea Dragon Zealantis. Fortunately, I think at some stage, Callus would have used his Despian Quiritus to reduce the attack of all his monsters to 0 attack. So Fox will have to change which monsters were on the field. So you can see that he's now made Nightmare Phoenix, discarded a Jet Synchron to destroy a set branded in red, and then summoned back. And summoned, no, he didn't summon the Jet Synchron yet. World Sea Dragon Zealantis is summoned, and Fox is in the battle phase able to use its effect to destroy 2 cards because it's co-linked. But he will enter the battle phase, and that looks like it is wrapped up. Fox Chudley will be the 2024 Oceanic World Championship Qualifier Champion. Well played from both of them. We will have Fox on shortly for a